Hello everyone, Elliot here again, and in today's video I thought what I'd do is take apart these N64 controllers. I just picked them up at a car boot sale for £3.50 for the two of them. As you can see, the joystick on this one's really loose, this one's not as bad, but you can replace them quite easily. You can get the replacements on eBay and it's just a couple of screws. So without any further ado, I'm going to take these apart and show you where I'm at after that. I just thought I'd show you how dirty these are before I take the whole thing apart, just to kind of give you a before and after. So yeah, pretty rough. Okay, so I've taken the back pieces off now, and this is what we have. Not entirely sure why one of these is white and one of these is black. Don't know if maybe it's been replaced in the past, but as you can see, there is actually quite a lot of colour differences in here. So not really sure what that is, but maybe one's fake. Maybe you guys could tell me in the description. Not in the description, sorry, in the comments. But anyway, yeah, this is where I'm at. I'm now going to take this board out and put everything in the wash. I thought I would also show you one more kind of before shot of everything, just to kind of give you an idea of what is actually the case. Oh god. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite awful, but yeah, we'll clean it all up and then it'll be nice and new again pretty much. Okay, so as you can see now, everything is nice and clean. It's still obviously all wet, but I'm going to go ahead and dry all these parts and scrub them down a little bit more. And then I'm also going to use Mr. Sheen, which is just a polish that works on plastic. So that will also make everything smell a little bit newer as well. And then I'll clean everything and start putting it back together. So as I showed you in the Game Boy Pocket video, what you can do with these contacts, just to make them a little bit newer again, is just take some paper and then rub the contact on the paper, and it will kind of make it more of a matte surface, and then that's what makes the connections better. So I'm going to do that to all of these here. Okay, so now everything is drying up. I've cleaned everything, I've brushed all the new contacts, and what I thought I'd do is take a quick look at the joysticks and clean them up. So I'm going to pop this open and show you what it looks like inside. These joysticks are just held on by one screw, and they're actually kind of spring loaded, so just be careful when you lift them off. Pick this off and that's what you can see inside. Absolutely filthy, so I'm going to clean that all up. That's absolutely rough. I dread to think what the other one's like, because this one's in much worse condition, but we'll see. Okay, so just open this one up and it's even worse. It's pretty disgusting. It's basically this little kind of peg here rolls in the bottom of this cage, and it's basically just friction, and it's because it's obviously spring loaded, it's just been pushing down on this thing here and making it get quite damaged. But there's not really much you can do for these other than replace them. Luke Morse made a video on how to repair them, but I don't have a hot glue gun, so I'm probably not going to be able to do that, and I don't have any grease either, but I'll see what I can do. This is a little bit of an after shot of what you can do with just a microfiber cloth and a brush. But this is the other one I have, and that is that piece there. So if you just scrub everything down, you can really get it nice and clean. I would recommend picking up a brush like this. You can use a toothbrush as well. Thought I'd do another little close-up before I put it all back together. As you can see, there's a little kind of ball part on the end of there, and that is what slides around at the bottom of this. If I show you this one, as you can see, it's basically non-existent and it's super flat, whereas this one's still more of a ball. I don't know if you can see the difference there. That's basically what has caused all the problem. So that would need some grease like put on the end of it, and then that would make it run along the bottom of it smoothly. But obviously these are like 20-year-old like controllers, so after 20 years of playing, whoever D and C were, they got their use out of these controllers. So Daniel and Cameron, if that's you, then I'm glad you've enjoyed this, but they're beyond help pretty much, but I'll hopefully have one relatively okay one. I've fully stripped them apart at this point, and I haven't greased them back up, but I'm pretty certain they're actually going to both be okay after I get some grease. But I don't know if you can hear, but that's the plastic like rubbing against each other. So anyway, that's the two joysticks. So I'm going to put the whole thing back together now. Okay, so at this point everything's pretty much back together and ready for the back housing to go on. And then I just need to clean the cable and the little end kind of connector, and then we'll be ready to test them out. So I thought I would now test if these controllers even work. So I've got my copy of Mario 64 and the N64 there. So we'll have a look. Oh, is that the wrong controller? No. God. Right, there we go. Okay, so I don't want to use this too much because I don't want the problem to happen again, but it does seem to work without any dead spots or anything, so that's good. So here are both the controllers. They're all now fully cleaned and ready to pretty much just put the grease in there, and then they'll be ready to play, and they're brand new pretty much. So everything's cleaned. Couldn't get the writing off there. I'll have to get like a magic eraser and do that. But it's an upgrade anyway to what I was previously using. I was using this. I'll continue to use this until I get the grease for this, but as you can see, this joystick is really awful. But yeah, this has served me well enough, but now I'll be able to use these. If you have any suggestions of grease that I could use to fix this, then that would be awesome. But thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment or something like that, and I'll catch you in the next one.